Hello Aries, thank you all so much for coming for your happiness reading. This happiness reading has a bonus read of which wishes are coming through for you this season ahead. Okay, I hope everybody's been doing well. You know, this is happiness reading, so we're going to be raising the vibration here, and everybody's gonna at least try to have a little laugh today. Okay, so let's start off with the bonus read. Okay, and which wishes are coming true for you guys. Before I get started, let me remind you guys, those of you who are new and those who don't know who I am, my name is Adjwoa, the mystical deity, and I'm off camera for a while, so soon enough I'll get on it. Okay, all right. And also, let's look at what's going on here. So I feel like some of you, this is a lot of different things that I'm seeing here with the wishes that are coming true. Some of you actually wanted to get away from a relationship that you don't like. Okay, you wanted the opportunity to break up, and that wish is coming true. And some of you wanted to transform the way you've been living, okay? And wanting to do things that you've always wanted to do. It's like never it being the right time for you to start all over and do, you know, for instance, maybe you've always wanted to be a doctor and now you are a nurse, for instance. You've always wanted to be a doctor. You've wished to be a doctor, so now the opportunity is being open for you, right? So there's some transformation and things that, you know, you've asked for about yourself, you know, your own private, you know, conversation with spirit. Like, hey spirit, help me to be this type of person, so I can do that. So spirit is like, okay, here you go. Here you go, you get the opportunity to change, to make things happen, maybe to go to school, maybe, you know, to move, something that has to change within yourself. Even the way you're seeing things and thinking, all that is getting transformed for you. So that wish is happening to open doors for you to step into your own leap of faith and make things happen for some of you. I'm also seeing that there's some wishes concerning, you know, you meeting the right kind of people that's going to help you move ahead in life. You know, maybe you've always connected with the wrong kind of crowd that was not helping you do anything. So some of you had wished, sometimes you make wishes silently without actually voicing them out. You know, you just be talking to yourself, thinking that, you know, you're just having a conversation with self, but then your higher self is like, yeah, you're talking to me. Hey, you want to meet the right kind of people. You've been telling me this for a minute, having a conversation. Here you go, I'm going to make it happen. You're going to meet the right kind of people. I'm going to make things turn, put you in the places that you need to be, and connect you with the right crowd so that things will move forward for you. How else am I seeing this? I'm also seeing that, you know, besides those of you who are trying to save your relationship, there is a group of you that actually wished for a good relationship, the right kind of person to come into your life, so that you can transform your life and create a great connection with them to the point that, you know, it's unbreakable, right? Like, so a soul connection, someone that you can really relate to, that can actually help you to transform your life and be someone that you've always wished you could be when you're in a relationship with someone. All right, so those are the wishes that I'm seeing at this time. All right, I'm also hearing at the end that some of you just wished for a change in your life, period. You just wanted to change. You just wanted a change. You can't continue going the same route. You need something else. Okay, now we can move on. Okay, now how you guys are feeling right now, because, you know, happiness is connected to your feelings, right? So are you guys feeling good? most of you are happy. Most of you are feeling very successful, very driven, very goal oriented, you know, having fun with your friends. Some of you have a lot to celebrate because maybe your project worked out well, maybe you got the right job, maybe you got moved up, you know, there's good feelings here. And then a minute of you, or some of you, because it might not be minute of you, have feelings of, you know, do I stay here or do I go? I don't know if I want to be in this relationship. You know, I guess for those of you who like trying to break up, you have this feeling, unsettling feeling within yourself, right? Where you're like, I don't know about this dude. I don't know about this girl. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can stay with this. I might want to just get out. So there's this unsettling feeling of whether you're going or coming. You know, second guessing your ideas, the reason why you got into whatever you're into at this time. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but is this unsettling feeling towards something, towards your life, or towards something you've been doing that's like make you want to, you know, walk away from a relationship, maybe you want to walk away from a job, a situation, you know, some stuff that you're not feeling very strong about. So with the exception of, you know, that situation, I feel like majority of you are feeling very powerful, feeling very good, and that is happy feelings, I feel, you know. Moving on, what you guys are really passionate about at this moment, you know, that's driving you. Some of you, I heard clearly when this card came out, is that you don't want to lose your savings, you don't want to lose all the hard work you've been putting into stuff. And so you're passionate about making sure that you don't, you know, lose out on things. You know, I'm also hearing that some of you are deeply passionate about all your hard work and you waiting on things to unfold for you. You know, you have positive mindset, optimistic mindset about whatever it is that you've been working on, moving you forward in your life. And you're like, this is what drives you. The fact that you know that the future is different from now because you have laid the foundation, because you have put in the work, and things are going to transform and change for you in a positive way. That drives you. That's your passion at this time. What is bringing you, or is going to bring you fulfillment at this point in time in your life, you know, it could be temporary for this moment, is that, you know, a lot of you are happy that you've completed a cycle. You've completed something that you started to do. Some of you are happy that you might be getting involved with someone, you know, getting married and having kids. Some of you are happy that you may be moving into a new home. You know, some of you are feeling secure in yourself, feeling really great about who you are, and have, you know, great optimistic attitude in life. So that brings you some deep fulfillment, my Aries. You know, when it comes to your heart desire, I decided to bring in some romantic element here. You know, some of you are like bang on getting married. You want to get married. You want to have that big wedding, I'm hearing, you know. And so that's what your heart is desiring. Some of you had desires to be in a relationship, which we're kind of seeing through this reading. And you've manifested, you've put in, you know, the work, you've asked for spiritual help and guide to bring you that soulmate, and your heart is desiring for them to come to you very soon. So this person is almost with you, you know. You just got to keep the hope alive, you know. And that's what your heart desires, to be with this person that is, you feel is going to be your correct match, your soulmate, your twin, your, you know, your one and only, right? All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. Now, what's gonna bring you your soul itself happy, you know, bring it into some sort of contentment, you know, and relax you and make you happy. For a lot of you, you know, it's like you guys need healing. A lot of you need some form of healing, but this happens when you go out in nature. This happens when you take time to appreciate the beauty, the flowers, life itself. Some of you need to be around the mountains and, watch the sunrise and the sun go down, even around moonlight. These things where you are actually taking in deep breaths from nature and relaxing into this feeling, healing certain aspect of your being that you don't see physically. So you see, a lot of people feel like when you're being told go into nature, you don't feel anything. Some of you just get wasted, like, okay, I'm just in nature and what, nothing is happening. There's so much going on that you cannot physically see. Sometimes you feel things that you can identify what you're feeling as well. It's just a different vibe. You have to be super hypersensitive enough to feel the connection of nature by you just being around it, and it takes a while. It takes practice but there is something unique about being in nature. There's something different. All right, there's something different, and so you have to realize that you may not be able to feel it yet if it's something that you're not trying to do all the time, but everything becomes more potent the more you do it. So the more you go out in nature, the more you start to experience what you didn't think you could experience and may not even have the words for it. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing that I experienced before. I used to go to these mountains on a hike, and people do that hike too. So there were questions in my mind and things that I've always been talking about within myself and stuff like that. I kid you not, the people that were working in front of me were having a conversation amongst themselves, but it was an answer to my question. I just started giggling, like I was laughing out loud, and then I went up and I looked to the sky and I was like, thank you, and then I did my sun gazing. But you just never know, right? You just never know what you meet there, what you find there. There's something about mountains that does wonders for the soul. So even if it's for nothing, at the mountain, all right, you just never know. You just never know. There's so much that happens, right? You sniffing the flowers may seem silly to you, but maybe in your dream you perceive it and it will bring you some answers, So I just don't want to go too weird off here. But nature healing is something that will do something for your soul, In this life, the part of being spiritual is to feed all aspects of your being. I barely have a night's sleep without a dream in my life. It's been like that since I went through my third eye awakening. There's always this connection. You have to feed your soul, you have to feed your mind, you have to feed your body, you have to feed all the etheric being, all this other aspect, higher dimensional aspect of yourself. You bring it all alive through your spiritual awakening, in a way, as you keep progressing. So the soul needs to be happy. The soul needs to be at ease, because it's a cohesive thing. It's a connection between you and all, right? Anyway, let's move on. What has been stopping you from being happy is some of you had break situations, and some of you just anger interruptions in your life, tower moments, fights, frustrations, things you thought were going well for a sudden coming to an end. That kind of, interruptions. These kind of things, agitations, and just spiritual attacks also, coming to you. Some of you experiencing evil eye, people just looking at you and projecting negative things onto you. All this stuff has been making you unhappy. But what's going to bring you happiness, my Aries, is that you need to work on yourself continuously. You need to learn to work with others in a way that brings peace and harmony, but also promotes you and moves you forward in life. It seems like, whatever business venture you've had planned, that some of you have been already working on, you need to move forward. You may need to hire new people to help you on the stage that you're in, right? But the point is that there's blessings coming to you from whatever you've planted. So keep moving forward with optimism and don't look back, right? And all things that are hidden from you that you don't understand at this moment, that brings you sorrow and all that, will come to light very soon. You know, the moon is generous. Some things are going through cycles. Sometimes you go through a hidden phase in your subconscious mind, and then sometimes it comes to light. So when you're going through a period where you don't understand, where things are hidden from you, realize that it's a point in your life where things will become enlightened, and the sun will shine on those ideas. The sun will shine on those that have been trying to harm you. The sun will shine on everything that's been holding you back from being happy. There is the sun that comes after the moon, you know what I'm saying? So nothing can be hidden from you that forever. Even the moon is obligated to show you what has been hiding from you during the death phase. That's why it comes back full moon and starts all over. So it's a cycle. So, you know, embrace that. All right. And the overall advice here is that you guys are inventors, okay, Aries, and that once you decide what you truly want, you are a sort of like a genius, right? And so whatever your mind says, hey, I'm gonna do this, it's like it sticks, right? Because the mind creates the reality, the situations, and the energy that allows you to move forward in that, and things happening for you. You're being told to avoid trying to play games with people, and just practice being truthful, integrity. Do what you say you're gonna do. Stand firm by your words. Don't play games behind people's backs. Play this two-face or anything like that. Be truthful. Be someone that people can actually rely on for real. And know that there's so much that you can do all at once. You are, you know, dexterous. You can do a lot at one time. All right, so use this inventive energy to create the life that brings you happiness every day of your life. I feel like we need to be questioning ourselves. Is what I'm doing now, is it making me happy? Is it bringing me some sort of fulfillment? Sometimes not all of it will make you happy, but it will, you know, fulfill a certain need, a certain purpose in your happiness journey. So always, like, you know, reinvent yourself to create that happy energy, that fulfilling energy for yourself. All right, so that's all that I have for you, my Aries. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I will definitely see you all soon. Bye.